Hey, 49ers fans. Today we have an action-packed update on all things San Francisco, and there's a lot to cover that is going to keep every fan on the edge of their seat. The 49ers have been very busy in recent days, and the roster moves, signings, and potential lineup changes are creating plenty of excitement as we push further into the season. Let's start with one of the most notable developments. The 49ers bringing in a highly experienced defensive end with multiple Pro Bowl selections under his belt. While he hasn't had the dominant sack totals in recent seasons, his presence adds depth and veteran leadership to a defensive line that has been struggling to consistently stop the run. Over the past few games, especially in matchups against strong running teams, the 49ers have shown vulnerabilities, allowing nearly 7 yards per carry in one key contest. Adding someone of this caliber, even in a rotational role, gives the defensive coaching staff more flexibility to rotate players without losing effectiveness on the edge, while also bringing leadership and mentorship to younger defenders. The defensive end weighs in at over 265 pounds, giving San Francisco a bigger, more physical option to set the edge and complement the interior line's efforts, particularly against powerful rushing attacks. In addition to bolstering the defensive line, the 49ers have been making moves at the quarterback position. They brought back Adrian Martinez, who had been a backup in place of Brock Purdy during his injury period. Martinez's presence on the practice squad gives the team a versatile and healthy quarterback option for scout teamwork, especially important as they prepare for upcoming games against mobile and dynamic quarterbacks. Teams like the Bears, Eagles, and Panthers all feature signal callers capable of extending plays. So having someone like Martinez replicating those styles in practice is a key part of preparation. Alongside this, the 49ers are also working out offensive line prospects, evaluating players such as a guard and a tackle who have spent time with other NFL teams in the past. While it is not guaranteed that they will join the active roster, the workouts demonstrate the team's ongoing efforts to identify depth options and potential developmental pieces that could be called upon if injuries or performance needs arise later in the season. Offensively, there are also some intriguing developments regarding incentives for wide receivers. Players like Kendrick Bourne and Juwan Jennings are in position to earn additional money if they hit certain performance benchmarks, which is creating extra motivation on the field. For instance, Bourne is just 1 yard away from reaching a milestone that triggers a substantial bonus, highlighting how even small plays and contributions can make a tangible financial difference for players. Jennings, on the other hand, has been having a strong run lately, with multiple touchdowns since the return of Brock Purdy, and he's closing in on several incentives that could see him earn millions more if he continues his production through the end of the season. These kinds of performance-based benchmarks are not only rewarding for players, but also reflect the way the team structures contracts to encourage consistent effort and output. It is always fascinating to watch how players approach these milestones, and it adds another layer of excitement to each game, knowing that individual achievements could have significant implications both on and off the field. Turning back to defensive matters, the arrival of a seasoned pass rusher is particularly significant for a 49ers team that has faced challenges in pressuring opposing quarterbacks while maintaining a strong run defense. Over the years, the team has relied on a combination of defensive ends and linebackers to create pressure, but stopping the run has often been a weak point, particularly against elite rushing offenses. By integrating a veteran presence who has been a Pro Bowler in the past, the team is addressing both the depth concern and the need for strategic rotation in high-pressure situations. While he may not produce the same sack totals he once did, his experience and technique can help younger players develop their skills, while also giving the defensive coordinator more tools to mix personnel and schemes based on the opponent's tendencies. In particular, the ability to set the edge and force running backs back inside toward the interior defensive line is a critical skill, and one that this addition brings to the table immediately. On the quarterback side, speculation around backups and potential trades has become a hot topic among fans, with some teams reshaping their quarterback rosters, including movements in Miami where a young rookie is now getting starting opportunities. There is a ripple effect throughout the league. The 49ers have to consider not only their own depth, but also the opportunities to acquire players who could thrive in Kyle Shanahan's system. Shanahan has a strong track record of maximizing quarterback talent, turning under-the-radar options into solid contributors, and even players who struggled in other schemes can sometimes find new life in his offense. This makes any available experienced quarterback, especially one familiar with complex schemes, a potential target, particularly if it aligns with roster needs and long-term planning. Brock Purdy remains the starter, of course, but having experienced depth behind him ensures the team can weather injuries or performance dips without losing stability on the field. Meanwhile, the recent injuries and returns across the roster add layers of complexity to the team's preparation. Players recovering from ankle sprains, wrist issues, or other setbacks are being carefully integrated back into practice and game planning, ensuring that when they return to action, they can contribute effectively without risking further injury. This is particularly important in the final stretch of the season, where every game carries weight for playoff positioning. The 49ers' ability to manage player health, roster depth, and tactical adjustments simultaneously is one of the reasons they remain competitive, even when individual players face setbacks. With the addition of veterans, the return of injured players, and the ongoing evaluation of practice squad talent, the team is building resilience and ensuring that they have the flexibility to adapt to a wide range of scenarios on the field. Finally, as the team navigates its schedule, the upcoming matchups demand precise preparation. The 49ers will face a variety of offensive schemes, including mobile quarterbacks, power running attacks, and teams with dynamic passing threats. The coaching staff must simulate these challenges in practice, leveraging backup quarterbacks, scout team players, and rotational personnel to create realistic game scenarios. This preparation is critical, especially against teams that can exploit weaknesses in pass protection or the run defense. By focusing on matchups, individual responsibilities, and situational football, the 49ers aim to enter each contest with both a tactical plan and the confidence that their roster is equipped to execute it effectively. The combination of strategic acquisitions, roster adjustments, and practice squad development all feed into this larger objective, as the team positions itself not just for the remainder of the regular season, but for meaningful playoff success as well. As we continue to track the latest developments with the San Francisco 49ers, it is clear that this team is taking a multifaceted approach to strengthen its roster and maintain a competitive edge. Beyond the headline signings and quarterback moves, the front office and coaching staff have been carefully analyzing matchups, injury reports, and the performance trends of both starters and depth players. One area that has seen particular attention is the wide receiver core, where players like Juwan Jennings and Kinder Bourne are not only producing on the field, but are also chasing performance-based incentives that could significantly boost their earnings. This kind of motivation often translates into higher intensity in practice, sharper route running, and a focus on creating separation in critical game situations. For example, Jennings has been performing exceptionally well in recent games, capitalizing on his opportunities and putting himself in position to hit key benchmarks for touchdowns, catches, and yardage. Every catch, every yard gained has a dual purpose, contributing to the team's success and enhancing the player's personal achievements within the season. This synergy between team objectives and individual performance is exactly what makes these late-season matchups so compelling, especially as playoff implications loom. Meanwhile, on the defensive side, the integration of a veteran pass rusher like Matthew Judon provides the team with more than just depth. His experience across multiple systems, including his time in Baltimore and New England, has honed his ability to read offensive lines, anticipate plays, and deliver key pressures even in critical moments. While his most dominant sack seasons may be behind him, his presence allows younger players like Robert Beal and other defensive ends to develop within a structured framework. They can learn from his technique, leverage his knowledge of opponent tendencies, and apply it in live-game situations. This is particularly valuable when facing teams that excel in both the passing and running games, as Judon's versatility in setting the edge and pursuing quarterbacks helps the 49ers maintain a more balanced and resilient defensive front. Moreover, Having a respected veteran in the locker room elevates the culture and reinforces accountability, which is crucial during the high-pressure stretch run where every practice and game impacts playoff positioning. The ability to mix rotational players while keeping defensive efficiency intact is a hallmark of strong teams, and this move clearly reflects the 49ers' strategic planning. The quarterback situation also continues to be an intriguing storyline. With Brock Purdy firmly in the starting role, the team has been exploring options to enhance depth and secure reliable backups. The addition of Adrian Martinez to the practice squad and the evaluation of young quarterbacks like Curtis Rohr reflect a long-term developmental strategy. Martinez's experience allows him to simulate opposing quarterback styles, particularly mobile or unconventional signal callers, which is essential for defensive preparation. On the other hand, evaluating younger quarterbacks in practice helps the coaching staff identify potential candidates for the future or assess readiness in the event of injury. Shanahan's system has a history of maximizing quarterback talent, often turning players with limited prior success into effective contributors. This approach ensures that even if roster changes occur mid-season, the team is equipped with both immediate solutions and developmental prospects capable of stepping in and performing. Offensive line depth remains another key area of focus. The workouts with offensive line prospects highlight the team's attention to both immediate needs and potential future contributions. Protecting the quarterback and creating running lanes are central to the 49ers' offensive philosophy, and ensuring adequate depth is vital as the season progresses. Injuries or underperformance in these positions can dramatically impact both the passing and running game, so proactive evaluations and tryouts are essential. Players like the guard and tackle being considered bring different skill sets and experience levels, and the team is clearly weighing how each might fit into the existing system. By testing these players in practice, the coaching staff gains insight into technique, adaptability, and readiness, which informs potential roster moves without creating unnecessary risk. The goal is to maintain a balance between veteran reliability and the development of younger talent who could contribute in critical situations. Turning to team dynamics, the 49ers have demonstrated a strong commitment to fostering a culture of accountability and performance. Players are acutely aware of their roles and the impact each individual has on the team's success. The focus on incentives, performance markers, and active contribution reflects a broader strategy of aligning personal motivation with collective goals. This alignment is especially significant during the final stretch of the season, where every matchup carries weight not only in the standings, but also in player evaluations for future contracts and roster positioning. Wide receivers chasing touchdowns and yardage benchmarks, running backs navigating high-pressure carries, and defensive players stepping into rotational roles all exemplify this synergy between personal achievement and team objectives. It creates a competitive, yet cohesive environment where each player's effort contributes directly to the overall performance of the team. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The 49ers locker room is reportedly in turmoil after shocking reports emerged that head coach Kyle Shanahan has made a definitive statement about one of his star players. "He's not playing for me anymore." While details are scarce, sources suggest the declaration sent shockwaves through the team, leaving players, staff, and fans alike scrambling to understand the context and implications of such a bold move. According to insiders, Shanahan's decision did not come lightly. Tensions between the coach and the player have been simmering for weeks, with disagreements over playing style, commitment, and off-field behavior reportedly reaching a boiling point. The announcement, which was reportedly made during a heated team meeting, has left teammates in disbelief, some visibly frustrated and others cautiously optimistic that this move could reset the locker room dynamic. The reaction inside the facility has been described as explosive. Several players are said to have confronted Shanahan immediately after his statement, while others reportedly took a more measured approach, hoping to salvage the relationship or at least understand the coach's reasoning. Social media chatter has amplified the drama, with fans speculating wildly about which player could have prompted such a decisive declaration. Names are being thrown around, and the rumor mill is spinning at full speed, but no official confirmation has been provided by the 49ers organization. Analysts are already debating the potential fallout. If Shanahan remains steadfast in his decision, the team could face significant adjustments, both strategically and emotionally. Some believe this could open opportunities for younger players to step up, while others warn that the disruption might ripple through the squad, affecting cohesion and performance in upcoming contests. Experts also note that Shanahan's approach, though sometimes controversial, has historically produced results, making it difficult to predict whether this bold move will ultimately strengthen or weaken the team. Fans are understandably polarized. While some admire Shanahan's willingness to take a hard line, others worry about losing a key contributor in what has been a turbulent season. Rumors are circulating that trade talks or internal disciplinary measures could be on the horizon, but again, nothing has been officially confirmed. One thing is clear. The 49ers locker room is anything but calm, and the fallout from this declaration will likely dominate headlines and social media feeds for weeks to come. As speculation continues to mount, one thing remains certain. Whatever the reason behind Shanahan's statement, the repercussions are being felt across the franchise, and the NFL world will be watching closely to see how this dramatic scenario unfolds. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.